drive past what's left of people's lives out there, what they couldn't fit, what they couldn't take. I mean, look at it's all our stuff, it's everything we own. Everything we own.
Okay, that's okay. We'll just surround that place with our trailers and our tents, not inside. We'll surround that place because we're done. Give us some jobs, give us some opportunities. We're done, I'm telling you.
In the annual point-in-time report, the number of homeless individuals in Sacramento has surged to nearly 9,300 people over the last 3 years, the highest figure ever recorded. This represents a 67% increase from 2019, making homelessness in California's state capital one of the worst in the nation. In fact, in 2022, Sacramento's homeless population was significantly higher than that of San Francisco. Sacramento, known for its vast history and diverse culture, offers a unique blend of city excitement and natural beauty. The city is home to Capitol Park, featuring the neoclassical California state capitol and its museum, set within meticulously landscaped grounds. It also boasts lively dining and nightlife, including farm-to-table restaurants, cocktail bars, and performing arts theaters, along with NBA games at the Golden One Center. Living in this city of trees might not seem like a bad idea. The city enjoys clean air, thanks to millions of trees throughout the area, from its thriving art scene, showcased in museums, and vibrant murals, to its proximity to the stunning Sierra Nevada mountains. The city offers many advantages. Landmarks like the Golden Tower Bridge and the popular Farm to Fork festivals celebrating local produce further enhance its appeal. So, given all this, why does Sacramento have such a high homeless population?
The Sacramento County District Attorney just slapped the capital city with a lawsuit over the growing homeless crisis.
We take care of each other a lot. We have a lot of networks where we take care of a lot of us a lot of the time.
What do we want? Housing! Where do we want it? Now!
Out here, there's nowhere for me to go. Where am I gonna go? I have no home to go to. I'm just, I don't know what to do nowhere.
Although the homeless population in Sacramento has decreased by 29%, down to 6,615 people, RVs, tents, and other makeshift shelters still line various open spaces throughout the city. From the streets and sidewalks to riverbanks, and beneath overpasses in Sacramento County, the visible presence of homelessness has remained a constant for years. The homeless population largely consists of men and women, families, people of color, and individuals struggling with physical and mental health issues, as well as poverty. Many residents of Sacramento hold a stigmatized view, believing that dysfunctional families and mental health disorders are the primary reasons behind homelessness. However, research from the University of California reveals that the skyrocketing cost of housing is the main driver of homelessness. In fact, 90% of adults experiencing homelessness are affected because of the lack of affordable housing. The average rent for a standard apartment in Sacramento ranges from $1,725 to $1,950 per month, while the average monthly income for a homeless individual is between $960 and $1,400, making it virtually impossible for them to afford stable housing. This dire situation has led to more than 1/3 of adults surveyed meeting the criteria for chronic homelessness, which has persisted for years, even before the COVID-19 pandemic. while elking around the PRI office in Midtown, you'll be greeted by tents of homeless individuals, many of whom appear frustrated, struggling with various levels of illness or addiction as they try to navigate sidewalks littered with debris. This is just one of the many encampments throughout Sacramento. Among the most notable and widely discussed of these is a homeless camp known as Camp Resolution. Unlike most homeless camps, Camp Resolution, located in North Sacramento on Colfax Street and Arden Way, is a self-managed encampment run by the homeless themselves. Spanning 2 acres, this camp is unique because it has its own government, which makes it relatively organized and, by some accounts, safer. The camp is led by a group of residents, the majority of whom are women, and it houses over 50 people, including many elderly individuals and those with disabilities. They live in trailers provided by the city government. Camp Resolution began in 2020 as an unused plot of land, which was soon occupied by tents. With the help of the California Homeless Union and the Sacramento Homeless Union, the camp reached its first rental agreement with the city of Sacramento to remain on the city-owned property. City officials agreed to provide up to 33 trailers and allowed the formation of a camp leadership called the Resident Council. This council's responsibilities include creating rules for maintaining the camp and ensuring its safety, as well as deciding how new residents are admitted when space becomes available. Alt-how, sanctioned by the city, life at the Camp Resolution remains challenging. Residents face the harsh weather conditions of Sacramento, with scorching heat during the day and cold temperatures at night. The rainy season only adds to the difficulty. In addition, limited resources and the constant uncertainty of being told to leave keep the residents in a state of flux. However, this encampment also serves as a space for building community and sparking hope. People share their stories, support one another, and work together to find solutions to their challenges. Holly Porter, a paralyzed homeless woman, became both an inspiration and one of the founders of Camp Resolution. Porter, along with her allies, repeatedly urged Sacramento's leaders to provide housing for the homeless. They had been actively advocating for this cause for over a year and a half, since 2021. Along with around 60 other residents, she succeeded in securing an official lease agreement, ensuring they would not be evicted from the camp. Although the city provided trailers, the camp still lacked access to clean water and electricity. The camp has drawn attention from both the public and local officials. While some view it as a necessary shelter for those in need, others argue that it highlights the city's failure to provide long-term solutions to the housing crisis in Sacramento. Camp Resolution has become a symbol of the broader struggle faced by the homeless, but also of their resilience and determination to survive in the face of immense obstacles. Ultimately, after several residents, including Holly Porter, were able to secure housing, the city government shut down the Camp Resolution in August 2024. The closure of this high-profile camp came just weeks after Governor Gavin Newsom urged cities and counties to take more action to remove encampments.
Out here, there's nowhere for me to go. Where am I going to go? I have no home to go to. I don't know what you know.
And following a U.S. Supreme Court ruling that granted local governments more authority to enforce camping bans.
What do we want? Housing! When do we want it? Now!
In recent years, the city government has implemented significant measures to respond to the ongoing homelessness crisis. These steps include the launch of new shelters and programs, the creation of a community response department, and the signing of a historic partnership with the Sacramento County government to better coordinate local responses to homelessness. However, Various homelessness advocacy organizations, including the California Homeless Union and Sacramento Homeless Union, have repeatedly voiced their concerns. They argue that homelessness will never truly be resolved if the government's response is limited to press conferences and reporting merely quantitative reductions in numbers. For them, the city must act more swiftly and respond more effectively by implementing a comprehensive homelessness strategy. In response to the growing pressure, Sacramento's mayor, Darrell Steinberg, who has been in office since 2016, has frequently stated his commitment to expanding temporary housing options. His plan includes adding thousands of units, such as tiny homes, rest centers, and safe camping and parking sites across about 20 locations throughout the city. The goal is to ensure these sites are established in every district of the city, providing immediate relief for those without stable housing. Despite the decrease in the homeless population in 2024, Crystal Sanchez, leader of the Sacramento Homeless Union, has expressed concern about the impact of current policies, which have raised alarm nationwide. She argues that while there is an increased criminalization of homelessness, there are no permanent housing solutions or comprehensive strategies in place. This has led to a rise in criminalization laws, such as bans on loitering, infrastructure that rejects the homeless, and camping bans. According to Sanchez, these laws not only make it harder for homeless individuals to secure housing, but they also further marginalize and criminalize people who are already struggling, often blocking their access to housing assistance and trapping them in a cycle of poverty and exclusion.